So good afternoon everyone. So we are the students of the Global Knowledge Public School and we are here gathered to discuss about the situation of the war between the US, Israel and Iran.
As you can see this map is pointing the current global issue, and that is US, Israel and Iran war.
So you can see in the map, this is Iran, this is Israel and this is the state of the Hormuz. The state of the Hormuz is the lifeline connectivity between the Arabian Sea and the South Asia. So by the war it has been closed temporary and which is causing effect on India.
This is state of Hormuz and it is temporarily closed by Iran because of the war, and this will be doing negative impact on India because our 50 to 90% crude oil came from only the Strait of Hormuz.
Move towards the Global Knowledge Public School thinking centers and in which the students are having a debate on this war situation.
Here are the representatives of the US, Israel, Iran and India, and US, Israel and Iran discuss the reason of war, and India will discuss the impact of war on them.
So
in this thinking center, here are the representatives of Iran and they will discuss the reason of the war and impact of war on them.
The Iran is the Asian country having very rich history, civilization, and the culture. Iran believes in different peace, independence, and right to equality.
So what do you think? Why the war has been started between Iran, Israel, and US?
Because of regional conflict and targeting leadership of Iran.
Why? What are the reasons that affect to the war of Iran and Israel?
Israel and Iraq because of the nuclear bomb made. And second is the past rivalry between the Israel and Iraq.
Imports of other countries from Iran and Israel.
Crude oil and LPG gases and many of the goods are transported.
So what do you think? What are the effects of war between Israel?
The effects of regional instability, energy crisis, and diplomatic issues. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. So today we are all going to discuss about Iran and Israel war. So first point is the biggest impact on India is rising oil prices, which directly increases inflation and affect every citizen.
Yes, Rai, you are right. Oil prices could go up if the Iran and Israel war continues. India imports a lot of its oil from the Middle East, including Iran, and if war breaks out, oil supply can get disrupted. This means petrol, diesel and cooking gas prices in India could rise. If the war continues, oil supply could remain unstable. So to overcome this problem, we should reduce dependence on Middle Eastern oil.
Yes, Jagrati, you're right. We should need to reduce our dependence on other countries to make our country more developed.
And India should also invest in renewable energy like solar and wind. Using more domestic energy reduces the impact of global oil price rises on fuel costs. Alternate fuel sources like biofuels or electric vehicles can help too.
Yes, Jagrati said that we should implement renewable resources in our country in future, and she is right in everything what she said.
Now we come to the next point. War can lead to inflation in all the countries which are connected to Iran and Israel, and one of the countries, India. Anira, what is your opinion about it?
Yeah, I think the war leads to inflation in India. It means a general increase in prices of goods and services. Prices rises because fuel prices increases and fuel is needed for the transport and the production. It also affects the common people in the country because the foods, transports and daily items become expensive. The impact is seen in the markets, shops and households across the country. So when fuel prices keep rising due to war, inflation keep increasing. As Jagruti said, we can reduce the dependence on Middle East countries by taking oil from the other countries like Russia and we can also invest in other forms of energy like renewable energy of solar energy and wind energy.
So the next point is war in the Middle East increases India's import costs, putting pressure on the economy. So Shruti, what are your ideas about this statement?
So, my ideas on this are important sea routes like the Strait of Hormuz can be affected, which can cause in delay in imports or export. War can make shipping routes unsafe. Stock markets in India uh, could become unstable because investors get worried about the long-term impacts of this can cause shipping delays, increased cost of goods and raw materials in India. Indian businessmen that rely on exports or imports with the region could face losses. So to overcome these problems, we could secure these trade routes, strengthen naval presence in key sea routes, and ensure safe transport for goods.
Okay, Shruti, your opinion is right about Iran and Israel war.
Many Indians live and work in Gulf countries. Conflicts can affect their safety and jobs. Ishwari, what do you think about it?
Yes, Vaishnavi, it can also impact to the job of job where the people are working abroad. There are the many citizens of India who live in the countries near the conflict zone, and it can make the Indians unsafe for them to causing uncertainty about their jobs and they need to return the home. There are many consequences, such as many Indians work in Middle Eastern countries, and the prolonged work may threaten their safety and job security, leading to return migrations and unemployment pressure in India. There are some solutions that we can apply, such as support for Indian workers abroad, and India can ensure safety for its citizens in conflict zone by evacuating them if needed, providing jobs support programs or retraining options for returning workers help reduce unemployment.
It is a diplomatic challenge as it must maintain relations with both Israel and Iran. Trupti, what are your thoughts on this?
So, after all these challenges that India is facing, one of the challenges the strategic and diplomatic pressure. As India has good relations with both the countries, Israel and Iran, with and technology, and with Iran due to energy and connectivity projects, war forces India to maintain a delicate balance in foreign policy. The war can put India in a tough spot politically, needing to balance its relationship carefully with both the countries. And the consequence of this war is it could put India or force India to take a stance internationally affecting its foreign policy. To overcome this challenge, India should maintain strong diplomacy and peaceful relationship with both countries, maintain a neutral relation and promote peace talks and stability in the region.
Yes, Trupti, your opinion about the Iran and Israel war on India is right.
So, after listening to all of them, we conclude that every global conflict affects many countries and India is no exception. But with smart decisions and strong policies, India can turn challenges into opportunities. If the war continues for a long time, it can seriously affect India's economy, increase prices, create energy problems, and slow down growth. That's why peace in the Middle East is very important for India.
India will not take part in the war. Instead, it will stay neutral, protect its interests, and try to support peace through diplomacy. Right now, the war is serious but limited. It is not World War III. However, it is more powerful. If more powerful countries like USA, Russia, China get directly involved, the risk of the global war could increase. That's why peace and diplomacy are very important. Thank you.
So in this thinking tank, the representatives of USA and the Israel are gathered together. Situations and the conditions
that
of
cannot protect its citizens cannot survive. Today we are
That cannot protect
discussing
its citizens
aggression.
cannot survive. Today we are
discussing
Israel is trying to
aggression.
defend its citizens.
Israel should not wait for diplomacy. Country is threatened, defense becomes a choice. Defense becomes a necessity, not a choice.
History will not judge nations for different people. It will judge them for failing to do so.
The USA wants to control the situation and avoid a big war.
Stopping Iran now prevents a big war in the future.
If Iran develops the nuclear weapon, it will not only destroy peace of the Middle East, but all over the world.
USA is Israel's strongest supporter. It provides military support, advanced weapon, and security interests.
More than 300 drones on Israel were launched by Iran on 13 April 2024. These included 170 drones, 30 cruise missiles, and 110 ballistic missiles. Iran became the first country to launch such a barrage since 1991, with Saddam Hussein as the dictator of Iraq.
Relations between Iran and Israel have been extremely hostile. Some leaders in Iran has openly opposed Israel's existence.
Israel mainly wants to stop Iran from making nuclear weapons, not destroy everything.
If powerful nations do nothing, the threats grow stronger.
Khamenei has also stated openly that they are making nuclear bomb for destroying Israel.
Israel protects its people and borders.
Hamas in Gaza, Houthis in Yemen, and Hezbollah in South Lebanon are all proxies of Iran, which Iran funds and supports openly.
The main goal of Israel is to weaken threats against Israeli civilians, nothing else.
So the USA wants to stability while Israel wants to full their security, and this is the main difference.
These actions are targeted, not random. They aim to reduce the future danger.
Iran became the first nation to launch such a barrage since 1991 in the Gulf of War, with Saddam Hussein as the leader of Iraq.
Every country has its right to defend or protect its country.
And about the death and execution of Khamenei, who is an authoritarian dictator, US sought to create a democratic government in Iran, destroying its authoritarian rule in the country.
If a hostile government develops nuclear weapons, it could threaten Israel's existence.
So Israel is acting to protect its people from the attack.
Supporting Israel is seen as a way to maintain balance of power in the volatile Middle East.
But when Israel retaliated, it considered as a violence. Self-defense is not a violence.
Israel invents its defense system to stop attacks.
All countries have the right to defend itself and its people. They'll be called cowards if the government cannot even protect its people. By the war, Iran clearly started by supporting proxy groups.
Supports argue that limiting Iran's military power may prevent a much bigger regional conflict.
Groups such as Hezbollah have been involved in conflicts with Israel.
The US seeks to prevent Iran from gaining nuclear weapons for regional hegemony.
Iran has openly confirmed the formation of nuclear bombs and anti-Israeli propaganda.
Israel argues strong action help maintain country.
Iran has refused to recognize Israel.
The most basic duty of any government is to protect its people.
Israel believes in stopping this support, which is necessary.
Therefore, these actions are justified.
Thank you very much.